My name is Brett Loudermilk. I'm a sword swallower. It's a job. It's, not particularly proud of it, but here I am. You drop out of high school. What are your options? Okay. I want to talk a little bit about, before I actually get into the meat of things, well, not the meat of things, but we will be doing that, but before I actually swallow anything that I shouldn't be swallowing, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about how I learned. I was a very strange kid, as you could imagine, and I saw this man on television. His name's Todd Robbins. He's known as the postmodern master of the sideshow. And sideshow referring to the American art form made up of carnies and criminals and people that are trying to escape things that they've done, and they've learned how to eat light bulbs or swallow swords and go on the road with it. He's like this aficionado. He knows everything about it. And I saw him on a remake of the show That's Incredible. And I looked him up online. I was 15, found his phone number. I called him, and I said, "Hey, we should know each other." And he goes, "Okay, who are you?" And I explained to him, and I had already made a habit of just cold calling all of these old showmen, people like Bobby Reynolds and Ward Hall, people that have traveled the country since the 1940s, presenting two-headed babies in jars and Fiji mermaids and shrunken human heads, things like that. So, what else would a 12 to 15-year-old kid do in their spare time? I mean, that's what I did. And we would talk on the phone. They would tell me their stories. So when I talked to Todd Robbins, I told him about these people. These are all friends of his. And he said, "Okay, you're a cool enough kid. I think I can tell you what you want to know." And I said, "The one thing that I want to learn how to do is swallow a sword, more than anything." And I think it was so attractive to me because it was impossible. It's something that shouldn't be able to be done, yet there are people that can do it. And when I learned, there were about 30 people in the world that could swallow a sword. When I became a sword swallower, I was the youngest professional sword swallower in the world. So that's not the case any longer. There are quite a few more sword swallowers. I sort of got into it before the boom. But what are you going to do? So anyway, with that, I basically said, "Okay, how do we do this?" And he told me to grab a coat hanger and turn this coat hanger into the shape of... So people were already covering their faces. Grab this coat hanger, make it into the shape of a sword, and shove it down your throat about 15 times a day. Every day. Until you can't take it. And I did that, and I was completely committed to it, and eventually that coat hanger went all the way down. And when that happened, I thought I had killed myself because I wasn't used to that whole thing. I was used to almost vomiting, but this time it didn't happen. And in my head, I was in such a place of focus that in my mind, I saw almost like an endoscopic video of my esophagus as the coat hanger went down. So I called Todd and I said, "It happened. I did it." And his response was, "Well, now you're a man." And then I got my first sword, dropped out of high school, moved to New York City, and now here I am. So, thank you. Yeah. I've been doing this for almost like 9 years, I think, sword swallowing. And hopefully I've got at least 9 more years before I have to be a mortician or something. We're going to get things started off with this one, this sword right here. And I need a woman, so what I'm going to do is come out into the audience. I forgot to tell the camera people I'm coming out into the audience, but I'm going to find myself a lady, not you, okay? You're alone, what are you doing? Just sitting here. Perfect, what's your name?
Maria.
Maria, everybody say hello, Maria. Maria, follow me. Maria, what do you do? Design. Oh, how interesting. Okay. Welcome to my minimalistic living room. Yes. Maria. No, really, what do you do?
I run 72 Youths, experimental creative program.
I don't know what that means. All right. Maria, we're going to swallow a sword.
You are.
I am, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I should have clarified. I'm going to place it into my esophagus. I'm going to let go. I'll hold it in place with the muscles of my throat. I'll snap my fingers. It'll drop down the rest of the way by itself. It'll bump past my heart, squeeze in between my lungs, end up somewhere in the fallopian tubes. And once that happens, I'm going to bend myself into halves. I'll turn towards you, and I will wink like that. And when I wink like that, you grab the handle and you pull it out of me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I think I got it.
You think you got it. Take the jacket off. Yes. It's going to... Oh, the bracelet, too. Yeah. All right. This is like a Xena bracelet. This is... It does. It matches the sword. All right. So, you know what you're supposed to do?
When you wink, I pull the sword out of your mouth.
Yeah. Don't do this, or that, or one of those.
Okay.
That will kill me. I will die.
Okay.
All right?
Got it.
You're not nervous at all?
I'm a little nervous.
You're nervous? Okay, that's at least you're a little nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it'd scare the shit out of me if you're not like, yeah, my life is on the line. Yes, of course. Yes.
I want to keep you alive.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. You don't need to practice. Oh, if you do it too slow, I'll puke on your shoes. If you do it too fast, it doesn't feel very good. It doesn't feel very good anyway, but I like to be as comfortable as possible. Just a nice medium
pace.
Medium pace.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got that.
All right. Here we go. That's not the gross part. Here we go. Oh. I'm sorry. My top button was buttoned.
Okay.
All right. Things expand when you have a sword down there. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Give her a hand. Thank you.
That was cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's yours. Yeah. That was slow as shit, I gotta say. I was holding that back. You're lucky. You're lucky. Okay, so sword swallowing it's basically the same thing over and over again. It is, it goes in, it comes out. What are you gonna do, monkey boy? Something, come on, keep it interesting. So I decided that I would bring this one along. This. Oh yeah, yeah. This sword, this is called a Cusp blade, and what's gonna happen is when I swallow it, my throat's gonna do a little bit of a dance for you. Yeah. Are you ready? 3 of you? All right, perfect. Let's do it. Oh man, my mother is really proud of me. Watch my throat. Yeah, come on. Wow. Whoa. I pulled up some, I don't know what that was. This is an English cabinet maker's screwdriver from 1864. I just wanted to show you that. Because that leads me to this. This one is curved, as some of them are. Now, when I swallow this sword, when it's inside my body, I actually have to bend myself into the shape of this sword so that I don't puncture anything, so that I don't perforate the esophagus, because that leads to open chest surgery, and I don't know any veterinarians that can do that for me. So, here we go. Yep. Weren't expecting this, were you? All right. That's the wrong way. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Yeah! I just swallowed a sword! Yeah. You can't do it. Oh. Any questions so far? No? Good. Somebody, anybody, actually, name a number between 2 and 4. 3. Thank you. All right. Somebody say 6? What was... 3, you said. Before you, 3 Harry Potter swords, ladies and gentlemen. Bought these at the sword shop on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm going to place these into my body at the same time. Now, when they're in there, if they do that, I die. It's not going to be fun. So it takes a little bit of concentration, a little bit more than just one sword. I don't need to tell you that 3 swords is 3 times as dangerous as none. 3 swords at the same time because you asked for it. There's more than one. You gotta keep going. All right, here we go. 3 swords at the same time. Here we go. I just hear the chimes of cell phones videoing right now. It's not distracting at all. You know, it's not as if they're videotaping this professionally and you can see this later. No, you need to watch this through your cell phone. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh. 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 Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Ah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Better than being back in the bathroom stalls at Venice Beach, let me tell you. All right. I had to pay rent. All right. I'm gonna do one more for you. Something a little bit different, something with an animal balloon, because everybody loves them. How many of you have ever tried to blow one of these up before? Difficult, yeah? It's actually a warning on the bag of balloons. It says, do not inflate by mouth, but here we are. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This one's got a leak. Let's get another one. Take 2. It's just as exciting as the first time. Here we go. All right, here we go. Whoa! Yeah. All right, notice the length of this balloon compared to my torso. It's longer. Here we go. Yes. How would you do it? Are you okay? You look terrified right now. Here we go. Had to buy a bag of penguins. There you go. Following, how long are you ready? Yeah? All right, I need some help from everybody. Go, 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 go. Oh. Ugh. Ta-da! That's, thank, yeah, thank you. That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're, woo! Yeah. A lot of you still have your mouths hanging open. You can close them. So yeah, that's what I do. That is what I travel around the globe, you know, doing the impossible. I do things that hardly anyone else can do for people that have never seen these things. I'm somebody that is part of an art form that is dying. And thank you, yeah. No. That was, no, it really is. You know, there's not a lot of people that do this anymore, and there's not a lot of quality in this field, believe it or not. What I try to do is, you know, I like to make what I do accessible for people. I like to pepper it with being funny and hopefully a little charming, I don't know, maybe. But I basically, I want to expose as many people to this as I possibly can because it's something so unique and very rarely seen. And most people think it's gross. It is. I flung my bile at you. It's pretty gross. But, you know, I try to make it as fun as possible and as enjoyable as possible, and I hope that I did that. So my name is Brett Loudermilk. You can find me on the internet. Thank you guys very much. Thank you.